Hi everybody and welcome to the quick recap of the weekly tactical Zoom. And this week we are coming to the very final part of the Retail 360 methodology that we've been working our way through for a number of weeks now. And the final pillar is the sales pillar. There are three parts to the sales pillar: train, sell and measure. And today we are focusing on measure. And in business, and particularly in retail, you've got to measure as many things as you possibly can, because it's only when you start looking at the devil in the detail that you understand how your business is performing. So I encourage you to measure everything. In fact, there's a little mantra that I talk about in the book and I live my life by, and that's that everything measured improves. So if it's something that you're focusing on every week and you're reviewing its performance, then it will get better because it's something that you're spending the time to take the time and look in detail how well it's performing. So think about what you can measure. Start with last week's sales. How many sales did you do last week? How many units did you sell? How many transactions were there? What was the total value of those sales? How did that compare to the week before? How did it compare to this time last year? When you start doing that, you start seeing the incremental movements up or down within your business. And you start to see whether the efforts you're putting in are actually paying off. If you don't actually have measures and you don't set targets, then you will not see your business improve. And that just goes hand in hand. So it's absolutely critical that when you're measuring, you off the back of that, you say, right, what's our target for improvement? What am I going to do next to see my business improve? So some things I want you to think about in terms of what can you measure. Absolutely measure last week's sales. Absolutely measure how many transactions there were last week. Measure what the value of the transactions were. So what was your average transaction value? ATV is really simple. Total the number of transactions, the value of all the transactions you've done, divided by the number of transactions, that is your ATV, your average transaction value. Absolutely critical that you start measuring ATV. You want to see that grow as a percentage week on week. So set yourself a target that you're going to improve that percentage growth for next week. The next thing we'll be looking at is footfall. How many people have walked into your store, or if it's on your website, how many people have come onto what's the traffic? How many people have come onto your website? You want to know these numbers because they reflect how well your brand and marketing work is going. If you're doing good marketing, then more people will come onto your website. If you do more marketing, then more people will come into your shop. But you need to measure that and know that is happening. If it's not happening, then you know your marketing is not cutting through and you need to change strategy or refine your strategy. So footfall, or online it's called traffic. The next one is penetration. Online it's called conversion. So of the people that walked in, how many people actually made a transaction? So if 100 people walked into your store and you made 10 transactions, then you've got a penetration rate of 10%. And you want to try and see that improve. So you're measuring your footfall and you're measuring your penetration. You then measure your average transaction value. So of the people that are spending, how much they're spending. It really reflects how well your salespeople are doing, because if they're good at selling, then your ATV will go up. It also measures the performance of your product. If you've got good products, people want to buy more and more of your product, then you're going to see your ATV go up. So ATV, really crucial measure of the performance of your business. Measures your salespeople, and it measures the success of your product. And the last one, the most crucial one, I've mentioned this before, particularly when we were going through the product pillar, is margin. Really focus on your margin every single week. You want to know that the price that you're selling at versus the price you're buying at, you're getting the most that you possibly can out of that gap in between. Set yourself targets to see your margin improving. It is absolutely critical. So those are the big four for me: footfall or traffic online, penetration or conversion online, ATV and margin. Footfall, traffic, penetration or conversion, ATV and margin. But you can measure anything. You can measure how many phone calls you get a day. What's the busiest time of your day? What sort of things are being bought at the busiest time of your day? Once you start really diving into that detail, that data, then it makes the decisions you take are based on facts, and you can build strategies around those facts and that hard data. So look at everything in your business that gives you some insights and use that to set the strategy for the next things that you're going to do. Hope that's been helpful. It's been great fun working our way through the sales pillar. Very soon we're going to be announcing some really exciting training around sales. It's going to be called Get More Customers, Make More Sales. And this is all about making sure that you have the most successful Christmas period you've ever had. So watch out, there's going to be a load of stuff coming up about that in the next few weeks. In the meantime, look after yourselves, sell lots, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.